this is a huge proposal that would change the game. First time ever done in San Diego, if done, where the district attorney would open up an independent unit to investigate police misconduct and excessive force. And I'm proud to say today that we have made a good step by this follow-up meeting between the NAACP, Pastors on Point, the People's Alliance for Justice, in getting this done. This first step, a historic step, never been done in the county. It would be that step. So this is a step in the right direction. I've said from the beginning, there's 3 points to addressing police reform in our country. Tactics, addressing how police and what they can do on the streets. Independent oversight, addressing oversight of agencies, of law enforcement agencies. And the third thing, the third wing of police reform is prosecutions. Addressing the prosecutorial realm to create independence and create subpoena power through our district attorney's offices creates that police reform. There's 3 wings to police reform, and those are the 3 wings.
We support PAJ and the proposal that they've put together for our district attorney. It was wonderful to have a receptive atmosphere with the attorney and her staff and receptive of some of the suggestions, and we're looking forward to the follow-up meeting. Once again, we thank the community for all of the protesting that was done nonviolent, because now it's time to come to the table and rewrite the script.
We think it's very important that outside agencies such as the district attorney's office has oversight and input on behavior of police departments. We think as the county agency working with all the local police departments, whether it's National City, Chula Vista, San Diego, the district attorney would be a great place to receive complaints from citizens, because that may allow them to intervene before an officer has too many complaints or does something that may cause harm or death to individuals. By being able to take in the complaints and monitor them, it allows the district attorney to put police departments on notice of possible problems within that department, allowing the local agency to take steps to correct an officer's behavior. So the NAACP supports this as put forth by the PAJ, and hopefully we can work further with the district attorney's office to have this hotline go through. Thank you.
This is a historic moment. It's never happened in this county. It would be the first time the county has ever had a district attorney open up an independent unit to investigate police misconduct and excessive force. We can be activists who can march and complain and complain and complain and be angry. And we can march all day. But today what the NAACP and the People's Alliance for Justice did was we went and met with the district attorney of this town. And we introduced to her a proposal that she can move forward on. That is what we need. We need an inside-outside strategy so the movement can be brought forth to reform. And here's what I would say to media. If you are only interested in reporting on trauma and pain, just like I told some white allies the other day, if you want to be a true white ally, support the whole black community. Don't choose who's right and who's wrong and who's the best at what they do. Let's all address the pain of 400 years beaten and brutalized and pushed aside by society. 400 years expected to walk off a slave field like nothing ever happened. When they dropped me off downtown in 2010 after foster care, 13 years in this county system, and lost both of my parents, and dropped me off downtown with an emancipation bag and an emancipation letter and a bag, and wished me well, like nothing had ever happened, like no trauma had ever happened. How can you expect black people who have been brutalized, beaten on a slave field, lied on, lied about rape, lied about all these things, and taken off a slave field like nothing ever happened? No, we need to deal with trauma and pain, and we need to be serious about reform. And what we did today was we took the pain that we feel down here, marching in the streets, the pain that Black Lives Matter protesters have said, enough is enough. We took it to the DA's ear today. So we don't have access to anybody for our own self-aggrandizement. We have access to make change. and all of us count in this movement to make that change and reform that is needed. Today was a good step, and if the DA creates this independent unit to investigate police misconduct and excessive force, we will be on her helmet about what that looks like, and we will be on their helmet about ensuring that any injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We will be there to make sure that if an officer holds misconduct, he or she must be held accountable by the law. Equal justice under the law is all we're asking for. Equal justice under the law. And creating transparency in the prosecutor's office is a step toward that direction. You can change tactics of what police can and can't do. You can change oversight, and you can create hubs of oversight of police. But if you address the prosecutor, you have created real reform. The prosecutor is the one who decides the fate of anyone, the fate of somebody in the courtroom, in the court of law. We're asking the prosecutor's office to get more transparent, become more visible to the community. The same way sexual assault survivors have a place to go in the DA's office is the same way that police brutality survivors should have a place to go in the DA's office. Today's a new day, and I believe that this will be a reasonable step into reform. If the DA opens up this unit, never been done in this county, it will be historic at all levels.